delusional. Chris Rock has finally broken his silence regarding Will Smith slapping him during the Oscars. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know what just went down at the Oscars. During the 2022 Oscar telecast, Chris Rock and Will Smith had a spat. When Rock took the stage to present the Oscar for documentary feature, he joked about Jada Pinkett Smith's shorn head appearing in G.I. Jane. Smith then walked onto the stage and slapped Rock. Despite the fact that it appeared to be a joke at first, Smith returned to his seat and continued to rant at Rock. But how has Chris responded to the entire ordeal, and how will he proceed moving forward? Keep on watching to find out. In the immediate aftermath of the slap, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me, said a stunned Rock. Smith responded, "Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth," and repeated the phrase. Rock responded, "Oh wow." For viewers at home, censors muted the verbal part of the exchange between Rock and Smith. The theater went silent, and Rock said,
"That was a greatest night in the history of television."
Clearly trying to defuse the situation and keep the show going despite the physical altercation. The Los Angeles Police Department confirms to Variety that Chris Rock has declined to file a police report following an altercation with Will Smith at the 94th Academy Awards. A full statement from the Los Angeles Police Department reads, "LAPD investigative entities are aware of an incident between two individuals during the Academy Awards program. The incident involved one individual slapping another. The individual involved has declined to file a police report. If the involved party desires a police report at a later date, LAPD will be available to complete an investigative report." This goes on to show how Chris Rock really feels about the situation without having to verbally address it as of yet. The refusal to file charges against Smith displays that Chris Rock does not deem Will to be an enemy or have an ill intent toward him, and points towards his acceptance that whatever Will did, it was out of anger and delusion in the heat of the moment. It further shows that Chris does not plan on dragging this feud any more than it has already been dragged, and wants to make an attempt at mending things with the Oscar winner. Will Smith smacked comedian Chris Rock on the 94th Academy Awards stage, and Sunday night, and Bradley Cooper, Tyler Perry, and Denzel Washington were seen talking to him. Cooper, 47, put his hand on Smith's shoulder, while Smith, 53, had his hand softly caressing Cooper's waist and completed their meeting with a hug, according to photos from the Dolby Theater. Smith was also spoken to by Perry and Washington. Moments thereafter, Sean Diddy Combs appeared on stage and promised Smith and Rock that they would settle things like family later.
"Okay, Will and Chris, we're gonna solve that like family at the gold party, okay?"
Smith later attended the Vanity Fair Oscar party with his sons Trey and Jaden, daughter Willow, and wife, standing with his prize on the red carpet and smiling for photographers. Other guests at the party reacted to the incident, with filmmaker David Furnish saying he tells his sons, with Elton John, "Don't hit anybody under any circumstance." But actress and comedian Tiffany Haddish defended Smith, saying he had been standing up for his wife. Jaden Smith tweeted after his father hit Rock, "And that's how we do it." Other members of the film industry criticized Smith, with The Last Samurai producer Marshall Herskovitz calling on the Academy to take disciplinary action against him, and Star Wars actor Mark Hamill calling it the ugliest Oscar moment ever. He added, "Stand-up comics are very adept at handling hecklers. Violent physical assault, not so much." Twitter reactions from Hollywood's elite showed that they clearly felt Will Smith was in the wrong for inciting violence against a comedian, making a lighthearted joke. Famous sports analyst Stephen A. Smith took to the platform to shed light on the racial aspect of the entire scenario, tweeting, "If Will Smith seriously did that and he wins the Oscar, he just stained the greatest moment of his career. You cannot do that, especially as a black man in that position to another black man on that stage. If this was not a joke, Will won't live this down." Some, like Emmy-nominated producer Will Packer, just enjoyed the drama and the spice, saying, "Well, I said it wouldn't be boring." Famous show host Conan O'Brien joined in the banter. "Just saw the Will Smith slap. Anyone have a late-night show I can borrow just for tomorrow?" Others, like Jimmy Kimmel, stayed on the fence and just hoped that the incident didn't take the spotlight away from the rest of the awards ceremony and deserving participants, writing, "I know the big story is the slap, but congratulations to Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall, who were very funny. I hope that isn't overshadowed by the unpleasantness." The scuffle not only shook the celebrities, but sent shockwaves across social media as well, dividing the public opinion regarding the situation. While a section of the internet supported Will Smith, others were of the opinion that his violent behavior was uncalled for and that Chris Rock deserved an apology. Will Smith, "Love makes you do crazy things." How many times have victims of coercive control, domestic abuse heard that line before as a defense for the behavior of a perpetrator? There is no excuse for violence. Doesn't matter how you excuse it away, a user criticized Smith. Another user wrote that it was absolutely okay to defend his wife and supported his stand. I support Will Smith's action. Don't cross the limit. There are things that isn't a laughing material. I have huge respect for him for standing up for his wife. That's a real man. I've seen so many husbands that talk shit about their wife out there. Will Smith's shocking moment on stage at the Oscars when he smacked Chris Rock wasn't only about a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. Rock got on stage at the Oscars to present Best Documentary, and in true stand-up comedian fashion, he began hurling insults at the audience. Rock then switched his attention to Jada Pinkett Smith, stating he was excited to see her in G.I. Jane 2 after making a joke about Denzel Washington. Pinkett Smith wore her hair in a buzz cut similar to Demi Moore's character in the 1997 film G.I. Jane. Pinkett Smith, on the other hand, has been candid about her hair loss and bald spots due to an autoimmune condition known as alopecia. "Mama's gonna have to take it down to the scalp so nobody thinks she got brain surgery or something," she wrote on Instagram in December. "Me and this alopecia are gonna be friends, period." It's not the first time Rock has made a joke at the Oscars about the couple's relationship. When Rock presented the Oscars in 2016, he mentioned the couple in the context of Pinkett Smith's Oscars So White boycott. "Jada's going to boycott the Oscars? Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited," he said.
Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
On an episode of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air from 1995, Rock played Smith's character's date for the evening. On David Letterman's The Late Show in 2011, Rock performed a skit on Smith, ostensibly complaining about the success of Smith's kids, Jaden and Willow Smith. "The guy's already taking parts from me. Now his kids are taking parts from my kids. Will Smith, don't you have enough?" he told Letterman. So it's evident that the two stars have been feuding for years. And this wasn't simply an isolated occurrence. There was a history of animosity between them. That's it from our side. Now we want to know your thoughts about how Chris handled the entire situation after being slapped by Will in front of millions.